as we approach the holiday season, the Salvation Army looking for people to help those in need.
It's launching its Red Kettle Christmas campaign to support communities in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb counties. And to tell us more about the campaign, we're joined by Major Toni Dorrell from the Salvation Army. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So first off, I remember this from a kid. Let's get a little history. How long has this bell ringing campaign been going for?
Oh my gosh, I should know the answer to that, but over 100 years.
Okay, so predates me by a lot.
Yes, yes.
It's a long-standing tradition.
Long-standing.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, and so what exactly are you all raising funds for?
Well, we raised money during the Christmas campaign. This year our goal is $7.9 million. That's a huge number, right? And we raise money for not just the Christmas season to help vulnerable families with gifts for their kids and food for their table, but also that money supports the work of the Salvation Army in our community year-round, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, helping the most vulnerable of Detroit.
And tell us a little bit more about how it helps the most vulnerable. We think of Salvation in a number of ways. The bell ringing comes to mind first off, and the thrift shops, of course, as well. But tell us about some of the other ways people's donations help. Well,
our work is done through our local core community centers, 13 across the metro area. So that's where families mostly go for assistance. We have our bed and bread trucks that go out and serve in needy communities meals every day, year-round. Our sheltering program. It's at every turn there's something, right?
List.
340,000 nights, 540,000 nights of shelter last year, over 2.4 million meals served last year.
Amazing numbers.
So yeah, amazing numbers, and it's all because of the generosity of those who contribute, not just to the Christmas campaign, but year-round to the Salvation Army.
And when it comes to that bell ringing component, how can people get involved? What's the expectation for a volunteer?
Well, we make it really easy. We have a website, registertoring.com. We're encouraging everyone to either man a kettle site in person, or you can sign up for a virtual kettle, which makes it really easy. You can just email all your friends and family and say, hey, donate to my virtual kettle. More information about that can be found on our website at sametrodetroit.org.
How important is it to stay on top of technology, like you just mentioned, a virtual kettle?
Yeah.
Obviously we still love seeing people ringing the bells and donating in person, but the Salvation Army has obviously had to pivot on that. Are a substantial amount of donations coming through the virtual as well?
Yes, a lot of donations. We kind of make it pretty easy. This year you'll see across the metro area actually some new technology, tap to give, which just like you do at the grocery store, tap your credit card.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, so not all of our kettles will have that, but quite a few of them will. So you'll have an opportunity to try that out. Okay. And we have text to give, you can call in a donation, there's all kinds of ways. We make it easy.
Yeah, we're going to a cashless society, so it's smart to have those kettles updated.
Yeah, because so often people just don't have cash laying around. So
it's true.
All right, and you'll be back on Friday, right, with some buddies. Can you touch on that a little, just a little sneak peek?
Okay, yes. Yeah, this is my week to. I should just have an office here, right?
That's right.
Yeah. So Friday we'll be here to talk about Coats for Kids, an event that's happening on Saturday at Nonstop in Warren, and Buddy's Pizza will be here, one of our partners, and you'll learn more about that on Friday morning.
We should also mention Lauren's been warming up. She's warming up her bell ringing hand because she's going to do that December 2nd. The CBS crew is going to be doing that at various locations, but not till December. But when's the bell ringing campaign actually get underway?
Well, we'll have some kettles out as soon as November 10th. But we kind of kick into gear around Thanksgiving weekend.
But you might hear some bells as early as November 10th.
Early as November 10th.
Well, Toni, I'll say, I don't want to say goodbye, I'll say see you Friday, I guess.
See you Friday.
All right, can't wait for that. I want to thank Major Toni Dorrell for coming in.